Hey everybody, welcome to Magician OAS. That's me in the corner. Yep, that's me down there. Today we're going to be having a look at the Madison library in a little bit more detail. I have done a quick review of this before, but I wanted to get things set up so I can actually take you through the actual areas. Now, where applicable, I have blanked off areas that I don't want you guys to see, like URLs now, just really to keep things nice and safe. However, we're going to go and have a nice little look. Here's my cursor, this is me, and we're going to go all the way across here. Now when you first log in and get this all set up, you'll be greeted with this screen here, a lovely Mr. Big Daddy D himself. Look at those cheekbones, so defined. And of course, his favourite card. Mine is a little bit squished in because I'm recording on a slightly different machine that I wanted to, so bear with me. Your field of vision is going to depend on your monitor, but you'll get a thanks, a little video that you can play, and then obviously at the bottom you've got contact us should you need any help. But it's pretty easy to use, to be honest. Across the top is your indexing. So here we have home, the expert series, the masterclasses, the mad methods, the mad system, Mad Life and Mad Notes. So yes, we're going to go over to Expert first because we're going to do this in order. Expert is the current sort of project that Daniel is working on. So if we click on there, you'll get a very nice little course overview. So here you'll get a PDF file that you can download and read. And then we get all the video modules. Yes, I do know how to speak. It does work. So we have module 1, and this is how a lot of this is set out in this very nice layout. I have to admit, very impressed so far. A running time is also given, and a little bit of information about what each video section will do. So one is the rules, where in this one I know Daniel teaches you a little bit about Texas Hold'em and Blackjack, and these are the two sort of games. So basically Daniel's giving you a little bit of teaching into the world of gambling, which is a world that he has come from and understands and knows, and this expert series kind of pushed towards that with maybe a tiny bit of magic overtones, but more for, I suppose, those of you who like to do your magic as a gambler rather than as a magician, which is I think how mostly Daniel does it, though he does swap and change a little bit. So you'll get like all the modules, things as using tools, Full Stills Part 2, and one of my little favorites is In the Hands, Full Shuffles, which would obviously serve a magician a little bit better. But I implore you, it is well worth taking these few hours to go through and find stuff that appeals to you. I think that's a very important thing, and this is something Daniel says as well. We do get some bonus content at the bottom, which is one is a booklet you can view, and obviously card counting by Hudson Curtis as well. 5 minutes, but it gives you the basics, which is really nice. So for gambler themes, really good place to come, but there is stuff in here that can be used elsewhere. Now, one of my favorite areas is of course the masterclasses, which is where a lot of the really good stuff is. These would be usually, if you buy something, you get access to it from here, which is nice. So we get a nice little deck switch one. This is the latest one, 3 hours and 30 minutes, including 40 deck switching concepts, not necessarily working ways, but concepts as well. If we scroll down a little bit more, we'll get some of it. Now, one of the things I do love about this library is even if you haven't bought the device, I'm just circling the punchwork now, you can still access the video to it. So this is a brilliant way of seeing if that tool is going to work for you, because some of these tools are expensive, and I think having that ability to look at something and think, yeah, I'm really going to use that, that's worth investing in. Things like the M-Jig from O'Hara, stuff like this is covered, and of course we do have things such as the M-Deck Masterclass, obviously the N-Deck, which is Negative Stripper. Again, you can buy these, I think these are done by the Slight Surgeon over at Madison.cards, and you can, when you order cards, get these pre-prepared for you as well. Of course, you can get the tools to do it yourself if you wish to customize, which is nice. And again, as you go through, we'll see a lot of the stuff he's done. The blood marking system for bar, I've done a review of this one. Really good idea. Works really well for making your own dirt. We've got index. We've even got a stripper masterclass. So even if you don't use the stripper decks from this, this all still applies. The Stranger's marking system. Sometimes you might find some of these cards are no longer sold or out of production. However, ideas, concepts and that are beautifully done in here, which are always worth referring back to. We have the center deal, the bottom deal, This is like one of the very early ones. The transposition. I nearly miss a transposition. I need done it in the Sean Connery voice. I spotted a transposition that Miss Moneypenny. Yeah, somebody did relate about my eyes looking like Sean Connery's. Yeah, he wants them back. But here you'll have like about the transpo. One of the strongest tricks out there. I think the transpo. 3 hours and 30 minutes on this. No holds bars. Of course, the Tenkai palm. Definitely worth learning. Second deal. I actually quite enjoy this one. I see myself doing more second deals than say bottom deals or center deals. I am working at the executive advocate. Now the advocate is Daniel's pocket index system. Here he takes it to a new way. I'm not going to say too much on this one, but if you're a member of the library, guess what? You can go and watch it as many times as you like. In the hands, 4 shuffles, the double lift masterclass, brilliant one. Angle Z. Very nice little effect. There's some good things you can do with that. The flourish collection tricks, if you want to be all fancy, not really appeals to me. I don't like to flourish too much. The Greek deal masterclass, the gambler's cop, which we know Daniel is infamous for. The gambler's cop, it's his all-time favorite palming technique. Again, a full masterclass here, every ins and outs. As you can see, the artifact, which is kind of, I believe, based on the advocate, the push through shuffle masterclass, the devil's advocate, which again, I don't think is available anymore, but the teachings in here will apply to other things. How to master mark cards, which kind of works on his own mark card, the mark card system he's done. I believe the misprint advocates also has a built-in a sort of marked system as well. The Macmillan switch class for doing switches, brilliant. The mad switch masterclass, that's a biggie. 5 hours 25 minutes, but lots of beautiful stuff. I'm going to get to this one in a minute because I want to spend a bit of time with this one. The Devil's Advocate and, of course, the original Advocate Masterclass. 5 hours on this, folks. Really, really good. Now, let me take a breath. Let me take a swallow. The Madison Branding Masterclass is about character development and branding. There's a lot of about Daniel in this one. He discusses who he is, where he came from, how he's branding, how he's worked his branding over the years. So you learn a lot about Daniel from this one, and I would highly recommend you at least take some time to sit down and watch this one just to learn a little bit about Daniel himself. I think that is a very important one to watch, not only about the branding but also about Daniel himself. As I found out, he's very protective of his image. I did a little jokey post and I got asked to take it down in the nicest way possible. By the way, the guys over at Team Madison were fantastic about it. They got what I was trying to do. However, a lot of Daniel's images are copyright and protected, and I wasn't allowed to do that. So that was naughty of me, and I do apologise to Daniel and Team Madison. You know, I was trying to do it as a little joke about a SpongeBob masterclass. If he could do one, I'd love to see one, honestly. But no, fair. I understand. I was in the wrong, definitely. And they were fantastic about it. Well done, Team Madison and Daniel. You guys are absolute gents. And ladies, of course. So yeah, so this is the masterclass. Now we have the mad methods. I'm trying not to talk too long on this, guys. I am trying to be fast, but there is a lot to cover here. We have, of course, the new advocate device itself, the collaboration between Madison and O'Hare. I am going to try and get one of these, but at the moment I just don't have the money for it to do a review, so it's going to have to wait. We have the blood marking system, a blackjack cheating demo twist, really nice. The Madison Shiner, again, even if you haven't got these, you can still learn about them. The full control, very clever little control. The poker lesson, I kind of like this one because it's all built. I just wish you could buy that card separately or get hold of one, would be nice. The perfect deal, deceptive deals, chance, which is a very sort of almost pseudo mentalism style effect, really well done, did like that one. Does use, of course, that little card there as well. All in cheating demonstration workshop, 45 minutes. I haven't watched that one yet, so I'm gonna be honest with you. The lock switch, I haven't watched yet. The cohort switch, yeah, very deceptive. The Angle Z workshop, yeah, kind of based on the other one, but this one's a little bit different using the gaff cards. Charlie's deck switch, beautiful switch. The Moore's marking system, this one I liked because you can turn this one into an easy reader, and without giving away too much information, it's very clever and I think a lot of people will like. If you've got the right cards, this will work beautifully, and you can either do a coded, or as I just said, repeating myself, yeah, I often repeat myself, you can do an easy reader version. The check switch, not watched that yet. Bagging Aces, not watched that yet. Monty Madness, yeah, his version of the 3-card Monte, oh, you're going to love that one. The Knuckles Workshop, I haven't actually tried that yet. The Kicker Switch, yeah, this is a good one. The Magic Sharpie Workshop, if you can got one of these cards or can get hold of one, or a little bit of fun on that one. And I know this is something that Daniel carries all the time. And the Buck Switch as well, which is another clever little switching idea. So you've got some lovely stuff there to play around with. The Mad System. This is a biggie. This has a lot of early Daniel Madison on this one. It's about the Mad System, like quickly goes over what all these are to do with, like the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Clubs. These are basically cards that have been modified or changed in a way that makes them very useful. And I think he originally called it the Mad Queens or something, but it has now extended to the 8 of Diamonds. And that's something he does to his 8 of Diamonds, the King of Diamonds, Glass, Substance, which is an interesting one, and of course the Punch, which we did see a video earlier for as well, and then the Exit. This was one of Daniel's very early systems, something that gives you an advantage. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, the Mad System is about advantages. Mad Live is just some of the live lectures that were recorded. These are about 2 hours long. These are definitely worth checking out. Gives Daniel a chance to sit there, talk, and does what he does bad does best. Sorry, can't speak. And of course, then we finish on Mad Notes, which is some free ebooks, including his massive, and this is a big one by the way, How to Cheat at Cards. And of course, they do cover all the marking systems in PDF format, which will make it a little bit easier for when you're doing your cards. For Tally Ho, for his the Moors for the other system, and of course the bicycle, so you can mark up your bicycles. So as you can see, there is a lot in here. There is more coming all the time. Daniel was obviously doing a lot of stuff, and again, I think well worth it if you're into your card magic and really want to get in there, dig around and have fun. I would highly recommend it. It's about £12 a month. You get access to all this library, streaming service. You can bookmark stuff if you have an account with Vimo. You can add stuff to your playlist as well, and then go back and get it through without having to go through the library, which I think is really good. You can kind of download through the Vimo app, but of course that is locked off and secure, so you can't actually copy the files or do any of that. So it does protect Daniel's work really well. And again, just well worth having a play around with. Just literally, I spent some time just jumping in and out of different things, just saw something that looked interesting, clicked it, and away we go. I'm not going to click on any of the videos. I was trying to think if there is one I could click on that isn't too, I don't know, I think there might be an old one somewhere. Unfortunately, one of my favourite videos still isn't on here, by the way, which is the induction class. We'll do the stripper one because I know he has done it in most of it. So you just click on there, and I'll quickly show you this here. There you go, you get your video, and then you can actually just play that video and away you go. And if you want to, you can put it into a watch list as well. And we just play a quick few seconds of it. I hope the team Madison doesn't mind me doing this. I'll just play the intro. You can full screen it as well, which is always good. So yeah, so that's all I'm going to show you guys is just that. Okay, I don't want to go causing any hassle or problems. And that's it. So there you go, guys. The library's there. Go and enjoy, have some fun. Even if you just do it for 1 month, just have a go. I think you can use my code MagicianOAS to get a little discount maybe on the first month. I'm not sure. But if not, use my code, have fun, blah, 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 and all the other things. I will say, please like and subscribe, and hopefully as new stuff comes on, I might jump back and do another one of these screencasts and bring that up for you. And that's it, guys. I'm trying to keep this short as I can. I do apologize if it does seem a bit long, but there was a lot to go through. Enjoy, have fun, and catch you all on the other side. You can see my little thing at the bottom here. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn this off now. Bye-bye.